From the iHeartMedia Studios, A Professional Edge by Sean G. Todd, tax attorney CPA and certified financial planner, is providing general information related to taxes, investments, and estate planning. This information is not to be perceived as providing individual legal, tax, or investment advice, as each individual's circumstances are unique. Being a listener does not create an attorney/CPA or an investment advisory client relationship. Each individual's personal situation is different, and seeking one-on-one advice with a licensed professional is recommended. Securities and fee-only investment counsel is provided through Schwab Institutional Member SIPC. This is Professional Edge, a program designed to help you understand the importance of getting counsel and advice from a licensed professional and help you appreciate the significance of being able to integrate your investments, tax planning, and estate planning into one cohesive plan to prevent an unintended consequence. We will be talking with Sean G. Todd of Estate Management Counselors, LLC. Estate Management Counselors, LLC is an independent fee-only investment management firm based in Atlanta with a satellite office in Columbus, Georgia that serves select clients throughout the country. Their goal is simple: to make sure their clients feel confident and secure about their financial future. Sean is a truly qualified professional. He is a licensed tax attorney, a CPA, and certified financial planner. He is also an adjunct income tax professor at the University of Georgia. One unique thing you might not know about Sean: he attends the National Rodeo Finals each year. We will be talking with Sean.
Welcome to the Professional Edge. My name's Sean Todd, tax attorney, CPA, and certified financial planner, and hope everyone's off to a great start this year. We had some incredible cold weather in Atlanta. We're still recovering from that, a lot of frozen pipes, and unfortunately, the plumbing company could not respond to all of them that quickly, but to all those out there that crawl underneath those crawl spaces, we appreciate it. And what are we talking about this week here on the Professional Edge? Well, went visit my brother after attending the Heckerling Estate Planning Institute down in Orlando, and it's a gathering of about 2,500 tax attorneys, CPAs, insurance agents, to get the latest update to be able to bring that information to our listeners here on the Professional Edge. And when visiting down there, I went over and had dinner with my brother. He lives in Lakeland. And he showed me he had redone his kitchen, did it all himself, pretty amazing individual. And he pulled out this one drawer, and it was a junk drawer. And I just sat there and looked at it, and I said, you know what? New Year's resolution, we all have it. Let's do something to clean out that junk drawer. And how does that apply to here on the Professional Edge? Well, in a junk drawer, think about it. You have a bunch of things just stuck in there. You have scissors, you have screwdrivers, you have tape, you have screws, nuts, bolts. You could have paper cutters. Every sundry thing that you can think of is in that junk drawer. And everybody that's listening here on the Professional Edge is just shaking their head saying, yeah, we need to clean out the junk drawer. Well, let's apply that to your financial situation and your estate planning situation and your tax situation, because a lot of us have cats and dogs. We have old 401ks, we have IRAs, we have Roth accounts. Do we need to make a Roth conversion of some of these IRAs before we do a 401k rollover? And what is our estate plan look like? I mean, that in itself could be a junk drawer, because you may have some beneficiary designations on life insurance. You may have done your last will and testament when the kids were born, and lo and behold, you're sending them off to college. You packed everything up and they left for Christmas break. Back to the dorm they go. So let's focus on the junk drawer. So a great place to get started for your estate planning junk drawer, to get things in order, because beneficiary designations supersede whatever you have in your estate planning documents. And then we compare the two documents. You may have a last will and testament, but I'm here to say that a majority of our clients have revocable trust to plan their estate, and we'll learn why. So when we're looking at your estate plan junk drawer, let's think about that. The place to start would go to emcadvisors.com. That is Echo Mary Charlie Advisors.com. And on the right-hand side, there's a red button which says Ultimate Estate Planning Guide. Click that, put your information in, and we will send you out basically a template to get you started for, quote, cleaning out your junk drawer of your estate plan. So from there, we're going to start, and that is the starting point. Then we're going to turn to your estate plan itself. Well, if you have minor children, we're going to want to address guardianship. Who will these youngsters be raised by? What ethics? Who is going to be there and say no, yes, treat them manners, take them places, let them explore the world, and just be a good role model for that child. So you got to think about that when you are listening here on the Professional Edge. Something happens to you and the missus, and now where are your children going to go? So let's not leave that up to the court system, because by default, if nothing's in place, then we get to have a little hearing in front of the probate court judge. And do you want the person in the black robe deciding where your children are going to live? I'm not sure about that. That doesn't make any sense. So get that done. That's one item in that junk drawer of your estate planning, guardianship over your children. Then number 2 on the junk drawer of your estate plan, let's look at your beneficiary designations, because a lot of our listeners here on the Professional Edge have a 401k. It's probably their largest financial asset. Think about that. Your largest financial asset. Do you know with certainty who your primary and contingent beneficiary is? Well, it's pretty important, because A, if you leave everything to your surviving spouse and you forgot to update your contingent beneficiary, it's just a blank line, then by default, we're seeing that is deemed going to the estate. The estate has 0 life. So therefore, you have to have that IRA, which is a 401k, you have to have that qualified account distributed within 5 years date of death. Well, that is a tax time bomb versus naming the children as a beneficiary. And that's one thing that we need to look at is, can your beneficiary, meaning your children, let's say they're 18, 19 years old, can they actually handle that kind of money? So let's say you have $500,000 and you have 2 children, they're going to get $250,000. And an 18, 19-year-old, I'm not sure that they can properly handle $250,000. They may say, you know what, I don't understand these IRA rules and why I have to take it out over 10 years. It's too complicated. I'm stressed out. Just go ahead and cut me a check. Well, then they hit the highest marginal tax bracket, because all $250,000, their share, would be included in their taxable income, hitting a higher marginal tax rate, and therefore they would have less spendable dollars at the end of the day. So again, that's part of this estate planning junk drawer. We need to clean this out and make sure that you, as a listener here on the Professional Edge, have your estate planning in place. So in order to start, again, go to emcadvisors.com. That is Echo Mary Charlie Advisors.com on the right-hand side. Select the Ultimate Estate Planning Guide, or you're welcome to give our office a call. We meet individuals down here at the Cunningham Center, or through the virtue of technology, we can meet on a Zoom call. It's pretty simple. Send the invitation, select, put the camera on, and let's have a conversation. So again, to arrange that complimentary consultation, give our office a call at 877-654-9798. That number again, 877-654-9798. So back to our junk drawer of estate planning. So we have the beneficiary designation on that 401k. I can't stress this enough, because we're coming across individuals that do not know who their beneficiaries are. Yeah, I've been employed there 12 years. Have you updated anything on your 401k? Nope. And you say, okay, have you rearranged your investments? I went to safety when the market had the turmoil in 07 to 09. Okay, have you done anything lately with that? And nope, I was going to get around to that. Again, that's part of that junk drawer. We sort of open it. Yeah, it's a mess. We don't want to deal with it. We close the drawer, walk away. It's done. It's fixed. Well, fixing it that way has consequences. So again, if you have not looked at your allocation inside your 401k, a lot of our listeners, they bring their statement in and they're in these life cycle funds. And basically it says, yeah, I selected a 2050 fund or a 2035 fund and I'm just on autopilot. Well, I'm not sure that being on autopilot for your retirement savings and your retirement planning is the best situation, because we know when things go on autopilot, just like the Tesla automobile, it's not a self-driving car. We found that out. We have to have some human involvement, and especially now, given 2022, when the S&P 500 dropped by 19% and the NASDAQ, if you can imagine this, dropped by 33%. With the top 4 of the 10 in the NASDAQ dropping over 50% in value. So your key core names dropped by over 50%. And you say, hey, I'm a stock picker. I'm going to pick the top 10 in the NASDAQ. Well, guess what? 4 of those top 10 dropped by over 50% in 2022. So use this as a wake-up tool to address your junk drawer of your allocation within your 401k. So that primary beneficiary, I know I'm jumping back and forth, but I mean, there's a lot of junk in this junk drawer. So when we look at this, we have your 401k, we have your primary beneficiary, and let's go through this scenario. You pass away, you're the owner of that 401k, you name your spouse as being the primary beneficiary. She's not in the car accident when you pass away. And lo and behold, when she receives that money, she mourns for a while, but she's still pretty young. She's in her 50s. There is a high probability that she is going to get remarried. Think about that. Now, she has that in a self-directed IRA, a spousal rollover IRA, and then she gets remarried and they go to work with her new husband's advisor. And he says, you know what, I can help you out. Let's move that account over here to this new brokerage firm. And just by rote memory and rote actions, excuse me, when the account is set up, guess who gets named as a primary beneficiary? Well, that's the spouse. And then everybody just signs the documents and doesn't think about anything. And lo and behold, your wife, who has a new husband right now, she becomes ill and she passes away. Well, the kids of the first marriage is going to go, well, you know, mom passed away. Dad worked for the company for, 30 years and he passed away and mom got that money. And okay, we're looking for our inheritance from that. Well, guess what? The primary beneficiary is husband number 2. And he has zero obligation to give anything to the children of that first marriage. So again, if that is of alarming sense to you as a listener here on the Professional Edge, it's time to clean out the junk drawer. So give our office a call at 877-654-9798. That number again is 877-654-9798. Let's clean out the junk drawer. Let's start 2023 on the right mode. So we're talking about the estate planning junk drawer, the financial planning junk drawer, and also your income tax planning junk drawer. It's a mess. You need to focus on this, not close the door, don't open the statement. Let's address what's going on to help you have a better, safe, and secure financial return. My name's Sean Todd. I appreciate you listening here on the Professional Edge.
We've all thought about it. Everyone listening will need one. Not having one can cause untold heartache, family conflict escalating to the point of a lawsuit. One simple thing that avoids all that: an effective estate plan. As a practicing tax attorney, Sean Todd with Estate Management Counselors has completed over 1,000 estate plans during his 15 years of professional practice. He can help you implement an effective estate plan, coordinate your financial accounts, and make sure you have named the proper beneficiaries to maximize your tax savings. Call 877-654-9798 today and let tax attorney Sean Todd help you implement an effective estate plan. Call 877-654-9798 today. As a tax attorney CPA for over 15 years, Sean Todd has implemented over 1,000 individual estate plans. He has recently authored an especially helpful guide, How to Unlock the Ultimate Estate Plan. This guide has helped many individuals to understand the benefits of an estate plan and how to avoid unintended disasters. Sean has made every attempt to write this in plain English. To receive this valuable guide, How to Unlock the Ultimate Estate Plan, call 1-877-654-9798 and request your complimentary copy today, or by emailing your request to info@emcadvisors.net.